Jim had done some legal work for John Hayward, and John ran into him.
We were at a concert for Fayetteville High School that was in the Walton Arts Center. Went down in the lobby and ran into to Jim.
I didn't want to sit there for 2 hours the whole time, so I was kind of stalling out in the foyer, and I bumped into a former client of mine when I used to practice law, John Hayward. And John, I think, was doing the same thing.
So I approached him and said, you know, we started a new church, and do we need to incorporate? And he said, oh, I don't know. I'll tell you later, or I'll find somebody. But is there anything I can do to help you start your church? And so I thought, well, that's a great invitation. And I said, sure. Why don't you and Pam come over to our house on Monday night? We're having our, the 6 couples meeting. And then the next day, on Saturday morning, early in the morning, the doorbell rang, and Jim had a stack of books, clear up to his chin. And he brought them in to me. He left and then came back on Monday night for the meeting with Pam.
We had dinner, and we all talked, and next thing you know, we're all praying together, and I think Jim was intrigued, and it just seemed like we'd known them forever.
We spent a lot of time on our knees praying together and praying about the church, and we fell in love with Jim, and felt like he fell in love with us and what we were trying to do.
Some of the women were actually on the floor on their face praying, and I thought, this is the real deal. I was like the proverbial camel that, I guess it's an Arab proverb, that you let stick his nose in the tent before long he's in the tent with you.
He was very intrigued about what was happening and the fact that we were so open to whatever God wanted to do in this church.
At some point along the way, we thought, why don't we just go on and hire Jim to help us to do some things? And I approached Jim about it, and he said, I don't know why you'd want to pay me to do this. I'm doing it for free now. And so I said, no, what we'd like for you to do is to come and teach us about small groups. And if we set aside a Sunday, would you come and teach us about small groups? Then later, we wanted him to help us with selecting elders and help us with finding somebody to be a full-time worker for New Heights.